At the beginning of the movie, it can be seen that the alien has completely destroyed the moon. A view of the school is then shown. There are uninteresting students who know next to nothing. The school puts them in the class with the most failures. Everyone was disturbed by their attitude and mocked them. Even they were not allowed to go to school. In the old room near the mountain that was their classroom, the audience will be shocked to know who their teacher is, because it's the same alien that destroyed the moon. Why is this alien their teacher? It will click in the minds of the viewers. In fact, the alien had signed a contract with the school administration that I will teach students for 10 years. The school administration says that you think the students are too mischievous. It is quite possible that I will be fired within this year, but I also give you my word that I will never hurt them. If they take me out of class or hit me, I'm leaving forever. There is also a teaching assistant in this class who previously trained the class. He was also a consummate soldier. He explains to the class, he comes there, that it is your job to kill this alien. This powerful alien is your enemy. Never regret it. You all will have to send it again so we can protect our world. And the person who forwards or terminates it will then get 10 million yen. The teacher's assistant informs that his running speed is very fast, and you'll never catch it. But try. That assistant or soldier has a box who had fashionable weapons, but such things have no effect on an alien. She fires his gun at her duplicate and raises the weapon. A duplicate of it will fall when broken, and he feels no pain. Here it shows how powerful he was. He also has another ability as his limbs are used for regeneration. But this also has a disadvantage, since his speed will continue to decrease using the energy used to regenerate. The next day was the students' first day of teaching with this alien, and everyone starts shooting it their way. But no bullet will shoot this alien. The government will also select the perfect assistant for this class. She was also skilled in shooting. There was also a student named Nagisa in the class. He used to write something about that alien teacher in his journal, so he can kill the alien teacher by using written thoughts. At the same time, some boys tell him that they are going there. Join our team. We'll kill him together. They send him to the alien and give him a knife. When he's about to stab the alien, he walks up to him. Then the alien notices an explosive weapon in the boy's possession, and the explosive weapon inside him explodes. It looked like the alien had died. The boys were also very excited to receive the reward. They observed that Nagisa is wearing a mysterious coating. He suffered no injuries as a result of the explosion. They catch sight of the alien teacher when they witness the paint. That means he wasn't dead, and the covering was the alien's skin, which he removed every year. He rages and his complexion begins to change. He tells the students, "You didn't do what was written in our contract. You were only allowed to kill me by firing your gun, but you made a mistake when you used an explosive weapon." He threatens that I won't hurt you if you do it again, but I will hurt one of your family members. Remember, I will do it. The next day, the same students are seen shooting a rifle at the alien while they are putting it in a net, but that alien teacher also let them miss their shooting. The assistant teacher watched and stood there. Then a new student steps in. He was sent here because of a dispute. Otherwise, he was a great student. He goes straight to the alien teacher. He gestures to shake his hand. The alien also moves his hand to shake. That student inserted the blades into his hand so that the alien's tentacles were injured. He was the first boy who managed to hurt the alien. It means he was really bright. Time passed and he tried to kill the teacher in different ways, but nothing happened to the alien. One day he is sitting in some place and Nagisa is also there. Nagisa asks him, "Why were you sent here?" The boy says, "I was a great student and my teacher's favorite. One day I noticed that my classmate was severely beating a student in your class. I had an argument with my classmate about saving your classmate, and I was observed doing it." He further says that no one believed my words, and I was considered problematic. Even my class teacher did not support me. He says I am depressed because of this, so now I am not worshipping the teacher, so I am sent here. They are still conversing. Then the alien teacher arrives there. That talented students ask, "Are you among good teachers who support students in trouble or among incompetent teachers who never care about their students?" When he says that, he jumps off the mountain. He also had a gun that he was going to shoot at the alien teacher. The alien teacher also jumps behind him and creates a web that transforms. It was covered around the moat. The gifted student snaps and tells the alien teacher that, you prove to be a good teacher." Now it can be seen that 2 months have passed since the destroyed month, but the government has still not taken any steps. This alien teacher now lived in Japan, and foreign countries were attacking Japan with missiles to kill them. But this alien teacher fends off these missiles on his own. On the other side, a teacher's assistant is shown talking to an army commander. She tells him that the students of this class are brave enough to fight this together, so I enroll one more student in their class. The following day, This student is observed in class, but it was not a human, but an artificial intelligence. It was in a box and many weapons were set with it. It was actually created to kill that alien teacher. The robot begins to shoot rapidly, unfazed as the teacher appeared in front of him. As a result, other children also hide under the chairs, because he must not be injured by any shot. All the students are angry. We did the assigned work. Why was this bot sent? Because of this, our dignity is also at risk. And it chains. The stranger walks up to the robot and says, "Look, you showed anger upon your arrival, and the students are afraid of you. If you really want to target me, have you ever heard that? There is strength in unity. First you need to make friends with other students, then target me together. You can win it." In the coming day, we notice that the robot is sending a message on each student's cell phone. When reading it, all students consider the robot to be favorable, and they are gradually befriended. The next day the class starts and we observe another new student, and he kept saying it, "I am very strong. I am very strong." At the same time, his coach also approaches there. He says, "I taught him skillfully." Then the new student starts talking, "That foreign teacher is my sibling, because we are flesh and blood. Still, I'll end it to prove that I'm stronger than him." Then a fight starts between them in class. The new student is also growing tentacles. Witnessing this alien teacher, he is left in shock. There is a tough fight between them. Then a foreign teacher injures his tentacles. Meanwhile, the new student's mentor says when they get there, "You won't lose your faith. You will have to train again." Then it is observed that all the students are asking the new teacher who is coming there, "Why did you send to our class?" He says there's a reason behind it, which I can't reveal in front of you all. But I can only say that I came here to destroy the world. You win if you kill me first, but I'll be the winner if I beat you first, and I will destroy the world. He says to the students, "Stay with me all week, and I will take the training classes." Being strong and fast, he taught each student at once and took them one by one. The government, on the other hand, controls the reports of this classroom. He finds no improvement in this class, so he sends another soldier to replace the former aide. Now that the soldiers are training the students, then a girl named Krish approaches there during training. He says, "I can't do this anymore." Then the soldier starts hitting her. "Get up, you will have to do it." Then their previous coach grabs the other coach's hand to stop him. The second trainer tells him, "If you have a specific person who can beat me, just send. I'll leave without a word." That ex-soldier trusted Nagisa, so he chooses him and says, "You will face him." He gets a knife and an instruction, "Stab him with it." At first he is confused. Then he says, "It's just a challenge." Now the fight begins between them, and after falling, she immediately aims the knife at his neck. The other coach does not accept his defeat when he realizes it. He says, "Fight me again." But Nagisa won't prepare, so the coach leaves angry. All the students felt excited and said, "You did it." The former assistant teacher is then seen talking to the alien teacher. Since Nagisa is very talented, he is even in the class of losers. He has many abilities. He can be a good killer. The next day it is observed to rain, and the behavior of the alien teacher is also mysterious. Nagisa notes that his body is swelling due to the rainwater, and he also writes this fact down in his diary. The next day, all the students are seen saying at the beginning of the lesson that we feel bored. We'll never be able to get the point across. We won't be able to kill this alien either. Suddenly they think that if we beat it, then we get a lot of money, which is enough to change our life. And the alien tells the government assassin that you retrace your steps after an attack. Your alternative plan will not. You have no other weapon to target me with. He asks the coach the same question. The trainer answers this. A good killer is one who never accepts defeat, and it even costs a second time. Alien teacher says, "I wanted to listen to such words. You can prepare your alternative plan, because you don't know when I'll run away from here either. But you want to beat me." He says, "If you don't believe me, then I do it right away." It flies into space and smashes a satellite on Earth, that is, on school grounds, and it's exploded. He also says that I will leave after destroying this world in the same way. But I can offer you a chance because the final exams are coming up, and I'll give the best of the class a chance. So he could fire his gun at one of my tentacles. As you know, my speed will be slowed due to the shot to my tentacle, so it will be easier for you to target me. Hearing this, all the students are delighted. As we can beat it and shoot it, we will get good grades. And this alien teacher also assists them in their exams. It takes them into space and around the world. When announcing the result, he witnesses that these 6 students are the best. All students are sufficiently satisfied. There are 6 toppers and his tentacles are also 6. We will fire our weapon and all its tentacles, so his speed can slow down and we can win. Everyone is over preparing for it. And that day also came. When they focused on that alien teacher, they start shooting his tentacle one by one after tying him up. After that, some students poured water on him. His body is swollen because of it. Then the alien teacher disappears from there. His head is then seen stuck in the jar, and this will be one day. Then a new soldier arrives there, hired by the government as a second trainer. He asks, "What do you think? That you can beat me easily?" He says, "I have a mixed virus in my water." Then the student who called his brother an alien comes there. It says, "No one can protect you from this virus. We also have his vaccine, and within 3 days you will be terminated." Then the talented student brings Nagisa with him to the tower and comes there. But there is also a sibling of the alien teacher. The weather worsened and it started to rain. In this way, Brother Alien's tentacles are sufficiently weakened, and he can't take any action. Nagisa took advantage of this and cut his tentacle. In fact, they acted on that alien teacher's advice and created their alternative plan. Nagisa is then seen returning to her class again. There is also a new coach and teacher when he goes to school. He says, "I will give you vaccine on condition. You will have to give me the head of the alien you have in your hand." But all the children surround him and come there. They say, "Uncle, we have created a vaccine against this virus." They say, "Look, we are in front of you." "Absolutely right. We don't need your vaccine." They bury him and start making him laugh, and the poor guy defeated again. Then the army tells the children who are approaching there, "You did your best. Now give up the alien, so we can kill him ourselves." The government placed her in a room where many bombs were to explode. This event was seen live by students and teachers, but the alien delivers a message to the children through vivid speech, that "I am thrilled to be accepted as your teacher, and I made it possible for you to confront others to save your life. There will be nothing great for the teacher, that his student learned something valuable from him." When all the students hear this, they are disheartened because they know he was a great teacher. The alien teacher talks the same way that he witnesses his chamber explode. He was dead now. These students start crying a lot. But how strange, that teacher is seen with them again, and weeps with them. Now the same system is running again, as these students were taking assassination classes from an alien teacher. It means they were learning military tactics. Then the flashback starts here, and the movie ends here too. Thank you for watching the video.